the NCIC, because you actually summoned me and put it in your Twitter, I have taken the liberty to also be public about your summons. And this is what I'm saying precisely. That one, I did not speak the things you have written in your summons while at Keno. I did not speak those things at Keno, but I spoke those things while I was in Parliament, within the presence of Parliament. Number two, that I would like you to reduce your 2-page complaint against me to a reasonable charge or a reasonable accusation, and tell me what part of that statement is offensive and in breach of their law, National Cohesion and Integration Act. Tell me which part. But don't embarrass me and scandalize me by giving me a 2-page document which tends to imagine that you can threaten my right and freedom to speak, my freedom to express myself. It is not acceptable. I will not accept intimidation. I want to actually respect, and I do respect institutions of governance. In this particular case, I beg to differ. I think there are some people who have sat somewhere and imagined that they can intimidate me with NCIC summons. But you know, there is the law that protects each and every one of us. There is the Constitution that protects every Kenyan. My freedom of expression will not be subjected to a small group of people sitting somewhere, coming up with politics that do not add up. And Kenya will not be changed by people who are afraid. This country will be changed by people who stand, speak the truth, and who stand in defense of the Constitution. I stand in defense of the law and in defense of the Constitution. Security was breached in Keno. In fact, in Keno, the security of the Deputy President was at stake. There was a major breach because in an event that the Deputy President is a guest, surely you cannot tell me that you are unable to secure that venue. It was deliberate, and I will continue to say that. It was stage managed, and those people who threw tear gas to innocent worshippers within AIPCA Keno, we have not forgotten. The police, our institutions, must avoid being politicized. And therefore, with the greatest respect to national cohesion, I want to ask you to revise your letter and reduce it to charges, or reduce it to statements that I can be able to answer within the law, not from a political perspective. I want to answer you from a legal and constitutional perspective. And you know, from a legal and constitutional perspective, you are way out of line.